Hello friends, in this video today we will study a complete design of a chain drive in a very easy step by step. Hello friends, in this video today we will study a complete design of a chain drive in a very easy step by step. So let's begin with the question. Question is design a chain based on bearing failure and check for tensile failure. For the following specification. Rated power is given 7 kilowatt, input speed is 600 rpm, output speed is 200 rpm, nature of load and duty is mild shock, which is 8 to 10 hours. So now we will remove all the given data from the question. So P is equal to 7 kilowatt, which is rated power given. We convert it into a watt, which will be 7000 watt. Then input speed is N1 and output speed is N2. We denote as N1 for input speed and N2 for output speed, both given. So as we have input speed and output speed, so we can remove a transmission ratio, which is I is denoted as transmission ratio. I is equal to N1 by N2. This formula you will get on PSG page number 7.74. So put the both the value, we get the value of transmission ratio is 3. We get transmission ratio 3. Okay, so this is a chain drive. So moving to the first step. So first step is a design power. Design power formula is P equal to design power is equal to P into Ks. So here P, this P will be the power which given in the question, which is 7000 watt. So Ks, what is Ks? Ks is a service factor. Service factor formula is Ks is equal to K1 into K2 into K3 into K4 into K5 into K6. This formula you will get on PSG page number 7.76. So where K1 is the load factor. So how you will select the value for this K1. So go on PSG page number 7.76. At the bottom there are table of K1, K2, K3 and so on. So for K1 is the load factor. We select a variable load or always assume variable load or load with mild shock. So for that the value is 1.5. For that value is 1.5. Moving to the next K2. K2 is the factor for distance regulation, and for that we assume adjustable support, and for adjustable support the value is 1. Now moving to next K3. K3 is the factor for center distance of sprocket. P is equal to 30 to 50 P. For that the value is 1. Next moving to next K4. K4 is the factor for the position of the sprocket, and for that value is we select the value horizontal up to 60 degree. Horizontal up to 60 degree, for that value is 1. K5 lubrication factor, we always assume drop lubrication. So for drop lubrication the value is 1. Rating factor as given in the question, which is 8 to 10 hours. Okay, for that we select a single shift of 8 hours a day. So for that the value is 1. Okay, so for 8 hours the value is 1. So now we get all the value from K1 to K6. So substitute all the value in this equation. You will get the design power, which is 8750 watt. Okay, so you get the design power. So here in step number 1 we found out the design power. Okay, so moving to the next step, step number 2, which is determining the number of teeth on sprockets. So for in this step we will determine number of teeth on sprocket for driving pulley or driving sprocket and driven sprocket. For both this sprocket we will find. So go on PSG page number 7.74. On that page as we have got the there is one table recommended Z1, table name is recommended Z1. So as we get the transmission ratio value 3. So for transmission ratio 3, see the number of teeth on sprocket Z1. There is they given the value. For 2 to 3 the value is 27 to 25. Okay, 27 to 25. So from these you can take any value. You can take 25, 26, 27. There are three values. You can take an average also. Any value you can take. Okay, so we are taking here 25. So next is driven sprocket. For driven sprocket, there itself one formula is there. Z2 is equal to I into Z1. So we know the transmission ratio is 3 and Z1 we got 25. Multiply it, get the answer. So Z2 will be 75. And there Z2 max also given, as Z2 max is 100 to 120. PSG on PSG page number 7, on that page only given. So in our case Z2 is 75, which is less than 120. Hence there is no chance of chain to come out of this sprocket teeth. Okay, so in this step we have found the number of teeth on both the sprocket, which is driving as well as driven. So moving to the next step is a step number 3, which is deciding pitch and hence selecting standard roller chain based on bearing failure. So in this step we will decide what is the R value of pitch, and we will select the standard roller chain based on our bearing failure. Okay, so make this table, go on PSG page number 7.71. there from there you can make all the value, will get some values you will get from that table. So first column will be the pitch, second column is chain number, column will be D1. D1 is the diameter of driving sprocket, which is equal to, formula for D1 is equal to P upon sine 180 upon Z1. Next is V is for velocity. Velocity is equal to pi D1 upon pi D1 N1 upon 60. Next is FT. Formula for FT is design power upon V. Next is AB is the bearing area, which value you will get from PSG page number 7.71. from that table only you will get, go on that page. And third last column is their bearing area, from that column you will get this value. Next is sigma BR is bearing stress. This is a calculated bearing stress. So for calculated bearing stress, formula is FT upon AB. FT value you will get from here, and AB from this column. Then next is sigma BR, which is allowable bearing stress. This value you will get from PSG 7.77. Select our maximum speed is 800. So for 800 you will get the value for bearing allowable bearing stress, which will be 24.2. Okay, last column is comment. So begin with the first row. So we always select a chain number from 8A1. We always select the chain number from 8A1. There is this A denotes as American, and there are some chain, there is B, which is denoted as B, so that is British. So in India we use as American chain. So always take only American, only this A notation, don't take B. So 8A1 and 8A2, 8A3. Okay, these are the chain number, and for this chain number the pitch will be 12.7. These all value you will get from PSG page number 7.71. Okay, this we got. So now D1. So to find D1 pitch value we got 12.17. Put the value of pitch, sine 180 upon Z1 value we got here, Z1 is 25. Put the values and solve it. The value of D1, which will be 101.33. here all these three value will be similar. Okay, next we will calculate for V is velocity. So V is equal to pi D1 N1 upon 60. As D1 value we got here 101.33. put this value. N1 value has given in the question, which is our input speed 600 rpm. So input speed is 600 rpm. Put that value and substitute all the value and get the answer of V. So we get V 3.18 meter per second. Next, is FT. FT is formula for FT is design power upon V. Design power we got here 8750 design power, and V is from previous column we get the value 3.18, put here, solve it, we get the value of FT which will be 2751.57. okay. Next is AB, bearing area, which you will get from PSG page number 7. From that page itself, third last column, there is a column which is bearing area. From there you get the value, you will get this value, and the value will be you will get value, put the value here. okay. Next is calculated BR, which is bearing failure, bearing stress. So FT upon AV, FT value 2751.57 upon AB is 44. Substitute, get the calculated bearing. Calculated bearing we got 62.53. okay. Calculated bearing is 62.53. so here the criteria is this calculated bearing should be less than allowable bearing. So 62 is higher, and allowable is 20, allowable bearing is 24. So here it fails. So in comment column it will be fail. Next next we will put check for another row. For another row, put the value of FT and AB. Now this FT and this AB. okay. Put value, substitute, you get the value 31.26. so here also it fails. So again it fails. So next at the third column we will select this AB value and this FT value. okay. So you will get 20.84, which is less than 24.2, and it is a safe. But in this column, these all three should be safe, then only select that. okay. If any of these fail, then this will be here rejected. okay. So this is here rejected, as here 2 all fails, so this will be rejected. Moving to the next. So next we will select our next chain number. Next chain after 8, after this 8, next chain number is 10A1, 10A2, 10A3. select this chain number, and for this chain number there itself a pitch value given, which is 15.875. okay. So put the same formula will be there, put here the pitch value and Z1 value 25, solve it, D1 you will get, here V also you will get, same procedure will be, no changes. So here see in this calculated BR, FT and AB, FT value you got 2204 and AB value is 70. okay. Substitute here, you will get 31, it is fail. 31 is greater than 24, so it will be fail. And here it both are safe. As I said, all these three should be safe, then only here this chain will be selected. So this also is rejected. okay. So moving to the next, after 10 A1, A2 and A3, the next number is 12. So 12 A1, 12 A2, 12 A3. In this there itself you will get the pitch number, then find the value of D1, find the value of V, then find the value of FT. AB value you will get from the PSG page itself, from that table only you will get the value, then calculated BR. So here calculated BR will be for first row 17.45, which is less than 24.2, and next is 8.72, which is less than 24.2, and next is 5.82 and 20, which is less than 24.2. so hence all three are safe. So these bearing will be accepted, this chain number is accepted. Now our pitch, our value of pitch will be 19.05. so now next column is chain number. So there are three chain, 12A1, 12A2, 12A3. so which chain to select? So always select 12A1 as this category 12A1, which is less. Selecting 12A1 as a chain as per minimum cost criteria. The cost criteria will for 12A1 will be minimum, and it will be higher for these two, so we reject this. We don't take this, we select this 12A1, which will be a minimum cost criteria. Okay, so now this full row will be selected. Okay, this full row is selected. Our pitch will be 19.5. Selected, our pitch will be 19.05. 12A1 chain number will be, then D1 value 152, and V will be 4.7, and so on. See, okay, these all will be selected. So now moving on that page. Okay, so so as we selected 12A1 as a chain as per minimum cost criteria, for which from PSG page number 7.72. Okay, now come on page number 7.72. There you will get these two column. Okay, these two column are mentioned in the PSG book. Last two column, go first select this 12A1. In this select 12A1 and see that row itself, last two column. For that row, last two column, there you will get weight per meter, these two value, and bearing load, these two value you will get from there. Okay, so moving to the next step, step number 4. Step number 4 is checking the selected chain for bending failure. Okay, now we have selected the chain, so we will check that it is safe in bending. Chain is not bending or not, it is safe or not. We will select for chain which we have selected, it is safe in bending failure. Okay, go on PSG 7.78. As there is mentioned, there is a criteria for chain not to wig, which will be this an actual factor of safety. This is an actual factor of safety should be greater than allowable factor of safety. Okay, actual of factors of safety should be greater than allowable factor of safety. So this is the criteria. So what is your, so where n, this small n will be small, and value will be 10.2. Our allowable factor of safety is 10.2. so from this value you will get from PSG 7.77. For 800 rpm we will select it. For 800 rpm 10.2 is the value. So our actual factor of safety should be greater than 10.2. If it is greater, then our selected chain is safe in bending failure. So okay, so now for this actual factor of safety, for this formula go on PSG 7.78. there you will get this formula, Q upon summation of P. So where summation of P, so what is Q? Q value we got here, bearing load, Q is 3200 kgf, we got the value of Q. Okay, in previous step. So what is summation of P? Summation of P is PT plus PC plus PS. What is PT? So PT is the tangential force due to power transmission. PC is the centrifugal tension. PS is the tension due to sagging of the chain. So this formula you will get on PS. There itself only this formula is there. Tangential force, and for this the formula is 102. Here design power will become. Okay, so here P will be there. Design power P. 102 P upon V. So what will be your design power? Design power we have found here, which is 8750 watt, but you have to take the value in kilowatt, so it will be 8.7 value it will be. So put here 8.7, and we have took out here, which is 4.7. So put this value also and solve it, you will get the answer. Next we will move for PC. PC is centrifugal tension. So what will be the PC? PC is the centrifugal tension. Centrifugal tension formula is W into V square upon G. This formula is also on the page number, PSG page number 7.78. So W is weight per meter. Weight per meter we got 1.47. V is this chain velocity, which is 4.77. Next G is the acceleration due to gravity pull. which is 9.81. Put the value, solve, you will get the value of PC, which is centrifugal tension. Next we will find PS. PS is the tension due to sagging of the chain. So formula is K into W into A. This formula also on PSG 7.78. So K is the coefficient for sag. This value you will get on PSG page number 7.78. Take the coefficient of sag horizontal, which is 6. So value of K will be 6. W, as I said, W is weight per meter. W is equal to 1.47, 1.47, and into A. So what will be the A? A is central distance. So formula for central distance is A is equal to 40 into P upon 1000. So 40 into P. This P will be the pitch. Pitch will be 19.05. We got pitch 19.05. Put the value and get the answer of A. So A, you will get the answer of A. Okay, and K is the coefficient of sag, which is 6. You will get from PSG 7.78. Okay, so put all the value, you will get the value of PS, which will be tension due to sagging in the chain. So after getting all the value, put the values in this equation, and we get the final answer of summation P, and put this summation P over here, and Q answer is Q value is over here 3200 kgf. Solve it, we get the actual factor of safety. So actual factor of safety is 16.55, which is greater than 10.2, which is greater than allowable factor of safety, which is 10.2. So our design is safe, hence safe in braking. So now moving to the next step. Next step is step number 5, where we will calculate number of links, final center distance, and length of chain. So for this, go on PSG page number 7.75. So there you go. Now first we will form approx number of link. For this there is an formula from PSG 7.75 LP. LP is the length of continuous chain in multiples of pitches. Approximate number, okay, approx number of links. So LP is the length of continuous chain. So LP is equal to 2 into AP plus Z1 plus Z2 upon 2 plus Z2 minus Z1 upon 2 pi the whole square upon AP. So now here what is AP? AP is the approx center distance in multiple pitches. So AP is equal to A0 upon P. This formula you will get on the same page PSG. So where AP is equal to A0 upon P. A0 is the initial assumed center distance and AP is the pitch. So A0 is the assumed center distance. So this assumed center distance you will get from data book, which is from page number PSG 7.74. There you can see a center distance A. Optimum center distance A is equal to 30 to 50 P. Okay, so 30 to 50 P, where A0 is equal to 30 to 50 into P. So from this any value you can take. I have taken 50 into P. P is the pitch you got here, which is 19.05. okay, so put the value 50 into 19.0.5, you got 952.5. so put this value here, and pitch 19.05, substitute, you will get the AP. As you get the AP, substitute here, and you get the length of continuous chains, then you get LP, which is length of continuous chain. Okay, so length of continuous chain is 151.26. Next, moving to a final center distance. Final center distance, this formula is also on the same page 7.75. Formula is this: A is equal to E plus under root E square minus 8m upon 4 into P. So this formula you will get what is E? So E is equal to LP minus Z1 plus Z2 upon 2. So LP, here only we found out 151.26. Z1 also know, Z2 also we know. In step number 2 we have found this. So substitute value, you will get the value of E. So m is the m or z2 minus z1 upon 2 pi the whole square. So which is the put all the values and you will get the answer, which is 63.33. And p is the pitch, you know, 19.05. Put all the values, you will get the final center distance, which is A. These all formula is there on PSG page number 7.75. Okay, so our final center distance is 952.43 mm. Next we will find center distance, which is decrement allowance to accommodate initial chain sag. So this formula is also on PSG page number 7.75 itself. Delta is equal to 0.5 into small f. So while small f is chain sag of driven side, small f is known as chain sag of driven side. So small f formula is 0.02 into A. A we got here 952.43. Substitute and get the answer, which is 19.04. Then 19.04. You get the value of f, substitute here, then you get the delta value, which is 9.52. Next, finding to the length of chain, length of the chain L. This formula also you will get on PSG page number 7.75. LP into P. LP, you know, you found here 151.26 into P. P is the pitch, 19.05. So after substituting, you get 2881.503 mm. This will be the length of chain. Okay, so moving to the next step, and the last step is step number 6. Comment on this sprocket construction. So as we got D1 is equal to 152 mm, which is greater than 100 mm, which is greater than 100 mm. See, D1 we got here 152, we got D1. Okay, so which is greater than 100 mm. So for D2, D1 is the diameter of the small sprocket. Okay, diameter of small sprocket 152. So diameter of large sprocket D2 is P upon sine 180 upon Z2. Z2 is 75. Substitute P is the pitch. Substitute all value. You get D2 is equal to 454.92, which is greater than 100 mm. This formula you will get on PSG page number 7.78. On PSG page number 7.78, you will get this formula. Okay, driving and driven sprocket, we will use CI body to which the sprocket rim will be bolted to reduce overall cut. Okay, so thank you.